Hello, my name is Silent but Lovely, and I'm going to really brief this up, but I will make another video analyzing this thoroughly. And so, yeah, before I begin, I just want to say that the people involved in making fun of me during work, I'm actually really cool with these guys. Even James, the one who initiated the uh, the mockery against me and quiet people in general. He's actually one of the coolest guys I've ever met. He's very helpful, and sometimes he does help out a lot. But and I knew him even long before I've even worked with him. Also, that's not even his real name. In fact, all the people here that I'm mentioning are they're not their actual real names at all. I'm replacing their real names with fake names to protect their identity, even mine. Uh, so, without further ado, here's the background check, and I'm a very quiet person, and obviously, but I'm just a normal guy who's sane and who has no violent intentions whatsoever. Just like the vast majority of people, of other people, just like you. So, right now, this video is just brief, and I'm not trying to put any emotions or any criticism to it because I will make another video uh, that will play that role. This is just simply the background. This is just simply a general incident that I'm going to tell you. Now, I've been working in this store since 2009, and so I just want to tell you what happened. I think it was 2010 that this has happened. See, James and a group of other 20-year-olds just like me were just typically in the store, and James started a conversation about karate or fighting and stuff. I wasn't really interested in the topic, but I contributed to the topic anyway, even though I was quiet. I have contributed to the conversation, and I have talked with them also responding to me about it also. Had nothing to do with me about being quiet at all whatsoever. Later on, we're still talking about the conversation about karate and fighting and stuff like that. However, John, as I was standing up there, John stopped and pointed his finger at me, using me as an example about how quiet people behave and how quiet people are crazy, unpredictable, violent people, but in a funny way, in a way where typical 20-year-olds or high schoolers would make fun of any minority group, in which I was the only non the only quiet people in the group, obviously, while everybody else was non-quiet. Therefore, they started to make fun of me using sarcasm and sarcastic gestures about me and quiet people in general, about the topic that we were violent, crazy, unpredictable people, and they just kept making fun of us, and they didn't view me as a human being or a person, in my opinion. That I was just being used as a tool for their amusement, especially James, since he initiated the conversation. later on that day, I had to leave without even making any money. Therefore, they just wasted my time. So, but all I did was just stand there. I didn't say anything while they were talking foul about me. Therefore, I said goodbye, and they all said goodbye too. I was thinking later then that if I just simply talked to James, that he was wrong about me, that I'm not like that I'm just a peaceful, normal guy, then he would not make a big deal about it and agree with it and just move on, move forward. So the next week that I came into the store to talk to him about it, unfortunately and surprisingly enough, that was not the case. Therefore, me even trying to tell him that, he just interrupted me. He didn't even let me finish what I was trying to say to him to make peace about the situation. He goes on to say, well, that's what all the quiet people would say, but those who say otherwise know that they're not telling the truth, know that they are crazy people who secretly are violent and insane and blah, blah, blah. And he said that in a very arrogant manner, as if no matter what I would say to him, that I would contradict the truth or something. Then he went up to Danny, another 20-year-old boy working in the store, and more other 20-year-old co-workers. James pretty much just let everybody try to initiate everybody who was working there, even though they were all different people than the other day, except for James, who was making fun of me. There were new people who are now making fun of me about being quiet and stuff like that. Therefore, the conversations, the yellings between them, the debates about how crazy and insane I was about being quiet in a ridiculous manner, just kept on escalating and escalating. The ignorance and the sheer stupidity kept increasing amongst all of them as they got more and more intuitive about me obviously being quiet. There was even one point where John said, James said, well, are you violent crazy? And I said, no, I'm just a regular guy. He still disagreed with that notion and even tried using false evidence, useless sources, such as a bunch of people, a bunch of high schoolers, his friends, and even people he didn't know, who used to talk about quiet people, about how we're all crazy, violent, unpredictable, insane, angry, hate people who hate everybody. So, and he was very stubborn about it and arrogant about it to tell me off about that. So later on, I think he tried to make me feel better about myself by saying, you're just a regular quiet guy, in reaction to me saying to him, I'm just a regular guy. But however, me saying that him saying he put more emphasis on the word quiet than I'm just a regular guy. So, so it didn't really matter. It didn't make me feel any better at all. It just made me feel worse. Um, but I think one time he did try to say, "Oh well, at least you know, at least I don't have to tell you to shut up and stuff like that." And yeah, everybody else, they just keep on talking, but they never shut up. I appreciated that he tried to say to me, try to make me feel better about that, but um, that wasn't really the point. So it didn't really matter anyway, because he kept continuing to initiate people making fun of me and laughing about me being quiet and quiet people in general. So, it wasn't over until the workday was over, literally. So I didn't really do anything. I just kept standing there. I'm trying my best to ignore everybody, especially James, but they just kept continuing to say and do this crap. So there was even one point where I was wondering if they would say, oh, because I'm there and they're talking about me being quiet because the topic was about me being, that I might hurt them because they're talking about me later on. And surprisingly enough, about seconds later, after I was thinking about that, they actually did say, you better watch out. Oh, this guy, this quiet guy is going to kick your butt. Yeah. So, yeah, they all just kept going and going, talking about me back and forth, like it's a big debate or something, like it's a big frenzy, this extreme overreaction about me. Yeah. I think later on, like in the when the work was almost over, I was sitting down in the bench, and so Kevin and James and another guy, I'm just minding my own business, and they were still making fun of me. They brought up this topic about if I met a girl or if I had a girlfriend, what it'd be like if I had a girlfriend. Since I'm quiet, that the other girl was automatically going to be quiet herself because that's the only possibility, or that's the only option for me, and that's the only person I would talk to. But even then, they still made fun of us as being too shy to even talk to each other, and since we were both quiet, we couldn't even hear each other. And they were laughing and making fun of me on that point also. So, uh, yeah. And so, uh, you know, this wasn't even the whole story. I don't even remember a lot, but I only remember the feeling of complete and utter stupidity and immaturity that all these people had, especially James, who initiated and who propagated this lame propaganda against me being quiet and stuff. But it wasn't like a dramatic attack against me. It was more of just trying to have fun out of amusement and curiosity. So in the next video, I will tell you my personal criticism against all of them, especially James. So in the next video. Okay, peace. Silent but lovely.